Hi, I am your host, Rose, and today is a part 2, and it's called Healing the Pain, because we had 2 powerful guests that was elaborating on the inner child and the pain and going to the core of it, and we're going to have both of them elaborate on that whole healing the pain. So we're going to introduce Naomi. Would you like to say a few things?
Yes, Naomi Bahar, former psychotherapist, self-actualization expert and coach.
Okay, and my next guest, Barbara, again.
Barbara Ann Gagliardi, and I am a master metaphysician, and I do inner child work and other modalities to bring healing to the individual.
Thank you. Okay, what I'm going to speak on for a minute, many people did buy my book. The second book will be out maybe in 2 months. And in this book, I did talk about the inner child, my inner child, and some of the experience and pain that I suffered as a very young child out of my parents' ignorance, and I learned how to forgive them, which is key. So we are going to just elaborate on the different aspect of that inner child and how people can heal. But first, my point is we have to be honest with ourselves, and we have to be willing to admit that we are in pain and the source of it. Because most people, when they've read my book, I heard me talk about some of the, we call them negative experience in my childhood. They say I would never talk publicly about my parents, but I didn't talk about my parents in a bad light. They did the best they knew how to do at that time. And my point is, if we don't talk about it, we're never going to heal and resolve these issues. And all we do as parents is pass it on to the next generation.
That's right.
So this show is about solution, so we can stop the pain and we can help each other heal. This is about healing because it is so important, and our children deserve a happy, peaceful, great life that they came here to experience. They have their own challenges, but they don't need us to add more unnecessary drama, pain. So which one do you want to elaborate on that?
Well, I would like to say that, you know, your actions speak. So when you work on healing your inner child, you're doing such a service to your children and the next generation to come.
Thank you.
So that is where, you know, I'm just saying that that's where it begins. But if you're pushing it away, if you're afraid to communicate about it, you're not going to get there.
Thank you.
And it's such a precious thing to want to give the best of yourself to your children. We're not given books. We're not taught. I don't care what generation you're talking about, because there's always something better and something more you should or shouldn't do, and this and that. And I think, you know, as a society, we are learning more. There's no question about it. We're more careful. The hitting is, you know, not as, you know, the punishing and all that kind of stuff. And that's coming from the pain of the other generation. So what we're trying to do is be done with that.
Thank you.
And you know, it's DNA. You can actually change the DNA of what's to come generation to generation by healing yourself. When I heal myself, I'm healing my granddaughter.
Thank you.
And everybody around you.
Thank you.
And
because we are one energy. And I mean, have you noticed that they're not taught in school something that I would call emotional and social literacy, to understand themselves, even on the most basic levels.
Thank you.
They're not taught. It's like, it's as if it's not important. But what is more important than giving those kids tools to understand themselves. And of course, as you say and you say, the parents have to heal.
Yes.
We have to heal first, you know. But I still think that the kids should get some information.
Well, and
about
again,
that.
as a society too, we're taught to be in our minds, to
Thank
be
you.
educated.
Yes.
Thank you.
All those things are important.
Yes.
But what about the heart? And the heart leading the mind, and the mind and the heart working together.
Thank you.
That's not being
Right.
addressed.
Right. And we're, as I call myself a light worker, as light workers, we're here. We found that this is our purpose, and through that purpose, it's leading other people to find their purpose, no matter what it may be, in a creative expression, whatever it may be, in their choices in life. But they're not going to get to that if it's down here and it's not expressed and it's not gotten to, so to speak.
The thing is that emotions all come from the same faucet. So if you are going to repress your painful emotions, your difficult emotions, you're going to repress your joyful, creative emotions, because it's one faucet.
Okay.
You cannot just say, I'm going to just open the faucet and it's only the right to the faucet is going to come out. It's all one energy. So if you're killing, or if you're suppressing, or if you're denying your pain, your anger, your fear,
Your hurt.
you are going to deny your joy, your love, your exuberance, your creativity, your sexuality.
Everything.
Yeah, everything. So it's
Everything
like
about yourself.
you're not doing yourself a favor repressing those, because you're repressing your whole being.
But what would you say to someone who is not conscious that they are suppressing these emotions? Because that's the issue I have with a lot of people. Because, I get my hair done, I get my nails done, I go to the gym, I got a car, and I got this. So they thinking I'm okay.
But something inside feels empty.
That's why they
Something inside, relationships are not working.
Thank you.
Why are they not working? The body has blockages, symptoms. Why is the body not working? Creativity is blocked. Life path, I don't even know where I am. What am I doing in my life? I'm doing my nails, I'm doing my hair, I'm gathering money, but what am I doing?
What's my purpose?
Yes, but people are down deep inside in the quiet moment, in the middle of the night. They know that something is missing.
Thank you.
And that prompts the search.
Yes. They don't call it pain maybe
Yes.
because it's so repressed.
Yes.
Yes.
But
They know something is unsettling,
it's-
something's not
yes,
quite
it's not fulfilling.
right.
Life is not fulfilling. It's like dry in the mouth. It's like it's never enough, right? The nails and the hair and the this.
Something's
it's like
missing, something's
is
hollow.
Missing, something's
all
hollow.
these
Right.
ways of expressing it.
Shopping.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So those are symptoms.
Yes.
And a lot of times people have to get really ill
Yes, and
to
in
look,
a lot of
to look
pain.
in a different direction.
Yes.
Well, the doctor's done this for me, and I
Yes.
took this pill and I did this, and everything has its place
Right.
to some point. But then something else just isn't right, and it's, believe it or not, it's usually out of desperation that people come
Yes.
to a different
Yes.
form of healing work.
Yes. I have to admit, I came like that. I was, I didn't think that there was nothing wrong with me. I was like 30 years old, very successful. I came because I broke down out of a relationship that broke. I found myself broken. And that's why I came. I don't know if I would come any other way, but thank God I did.
But it's the same thing when I wrote in the book that I created the dis-ease sarcoidosis.
Right.
That woke me up because I didn't want to live with it, and I told the Creator, wherever and whoever, I wasn't dying with it or living with it. So I heard this inner voice say, "You are ready."
Right.
Because see, I think a lot of people are not ready.
No, I was going to say that.
Right.
That's a component
Right.
also.
That's
You know,
a
you
component.
have to
Yes.
want it.
Yes.
But
Yes.
what I found, people are so accustomed
Yes.
to pain, misery, and suffering.
And the covering of it.
Yeah,
And the
so
covering
it has
of it.
become normal.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
if
like
they're
the,
addicted.
it's like the couch potato never gets off the couch.
Right. Right.
And there's no movement.
Thank you.
So
Right.
if there's no movement, how do you get from the couch to the floor to the next room to the, you know?
It's got to get to an accelerated, excruciating
Yeah.
place.
as low as you could possibly go
Ouch,
or whatever.
a big
Yes.
ouch. And,
Well,
you know,
some people, it takes them out. Because if you read the
Well,
part
that's the choice.
about my
Yes.
godmother,
yeah. Yeah.
she couldn't, well, she didn't believe at that time in her life that she was able to
Right.
heal and get beyond
Right.
the pain.
Right.
And it took her out.
Yes. But you know, we have another life.
I know. That's the
Okay?
good part
The
of
journey is not over.
It's not over.
You know, she did whatever she could in this life, and she will continue.
So when
Yeah.
you say that for the audience, so what are you saying? Because we were speaking before, when we don't learn what we need to learn, when we incarnate or reincarnate, we just have to go through these things again.
Again.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. We have to.
So if we
learn
heal everything now, when we come back, we don't have to go through.
that one.
That
we have
one.
other
We
lessons.
have other.
I'm sure.
There's always
You know,
lessons.
a different
Yes.
level. But
Okay.
but you know, we want to invite people to pay attention to those symptoms of hollowness, and something is sad inside or weird. Relationships are not working. No fulfillment, a sense of no joy in life. Pay attention to those symptoms, and take yourself seriously. You deserve it.
And a way to pay attention to them is, instead of looking outside of yourself,
Right.
you know, you really need to go
Yes.
inside and be quiet and,
Yeah, yeah.
and you know, just ask. The answers are in there. You don't have to be, you know, this
Right.
incredible meditator to
Right.
get answers
Right.
that way. You can just
Right.
listen to your body. Awareness is always talking. It's always talking
Right.
to you.
Right.
So if you feel like, you know, there's something going on in your right side, well, there are lots of reasons why that might be. First of all, it is your male side. And if you don't understand male side, female side, then you wouldn't know about that.
Right.
But if at least you're going in, it can guide you somehow to why this is coming here.
Right.
Where did this come from?
Right. And it could speak to you
Right.
if you just listen.
It's that's the
speak to
whole.
you.
Mhm.
Or in
Listening.
images. It could show you in images, or in little snippets of memories, or something will come that will give you information.
And when you, and like we were saying, you talk to a friend and you're expressing it, you'd be surprised what that person has to say to you about their experience. You know, because if you're really open to finding something, or there's just a little opening, it's amazing what will come through that opening.
Oh yes, it's
You
like
know,
it's like
light at the end of the
universe
tunnel. Yes.
gives you just show a little interest in healing, and the books will come to you, and
Yes.
the movies will come
They'll
to you.
fall off the shelves.
and your friends are going to talk to
Yes.
you about it, and I mean there's so much help for us
Thank
out
you.
there. We just need to be willing.
Well, I think because of all the materialism that's going on in the world, it just keeps people focused on the external.
Yes.
And this is what I see is a big problem. I am a fashion designer and seamstress. I have clients. They got some health issues.